is enough. I want you to repeat that over and over as many times as you need to this hour and let me know what happens. It's Rebeccah Silence, creator of Healing is Possible, with today's healing message that your best is enough. One of the number one ways that we beat ourselves up and tear ourselves down and inevitably guarantee that we feel like shit is by telling ourselves one way or another that our best wasn't enough. And it is powerful and important to want to be better. And it's totally great and okay to want more. But when where you were based on the level of awareness and tools and life experience that you have has you questioning whether or not you did your best, that's what I want to take on today, because I really think that our best is enough and we don't accept or embrace that enough. So that's what I want to talk about today. We can't control the timing of when results happen. And I don't even think we can control the results and outcomes that we experience. What we can control is being honest with ourselves about whether or not we let ourselves off the hook and caved and fed into being less than, adapting down, or was it our best? And is that enough? And let's learn from that and do better the next time. It's a slippery slope. Did you cave on yourself? Or was it just your best? And you have to accept that and do better the next time. Really great questions to be aware of this week. And even when you've gotten slippery with yourself, caved on yourself, maybe fed into some revenge or gone back and backpedaled in some old habits, what if even then that was your best at the time? Just consider it. I'm not trying to give us a free pass to be jerks. I'm just trying to get us to up our compassion game, because our best is enough and we can always be more and better than we were before in the next moment, and in the next one, and in the next one, and in the next one. So the 3 tips, the 3 steps that I have for you today as you live into this possibility that your best is enough. The first one is I really want us to be intentional. And what that is the opposite of autopilot. Being intentional means we're not asleep at the wheel. Being intentional means we're aware, we're awake, and we're conscious of what do I want to be in this scenario. And notice how different that is than asking yourself the question, what do I want to get? What do I want to be in this scenario, whether it's a big meeting, whether it's a first date, whether it's a hard conversation with a loved one, or you're heading to a family function, especially now as families are getting together again after they haven't seen each other in quite some time. Being intentional is more about who do I want to be than asking, what do I want to get? When we ask, what do I want to get? We're automatically in a taker energy. It doesn't make us bad people. It's just not intentional around your impact. When we're wanting to know what we're going to get, we're being intentional about what am I receiving and how am I being impacted. But one way to step into being more of the best you were before is being intentional about who am I being in this scenario? Who do I want to be in this scenario? The second big thing is I really want us to choose to do no harm and to think about how we're impacting other people. I play a game with myself where I want to leave people better than I found them in just how I was being with them. I really want to be the best version of me and pay attention to the precious lives in front of me so that I have people feeling cared about, seen, heard, loved, and I do that with everyone I meet as much as I humanly can. Am I perfect all the time? No, but I'm paying attention to how am I being for this person and how does that leave them? And the third thing is I just want us to very simply decide to go farther and be better than we were the moment before. So if you'll just be intentional and if you'll think about, am I leaving people better than they were before I was in their life in this moment? And if you'll just decide to go farther and be better than you were before, man, are you on your way? And no matter what happens, no matter how messy or ugly or icky the situation that you find yourself in feels, or no matter what you're thinking about how you were in any given moment, you can always be better. And then in that moment, I really believe it was your best. And the more consciously awake and aware you are of how you're showing up, man, are you light years beyond people that are just going through the motions in their lives. And even the people that are just going through the motions, that's their best. So it's not about being better than other people. It's about being the best version you can be of you so that you can sleep better at night and let yourself know that your best is enough. We all had our lives turned upside down over the past 12, 18 months, and we're all in some way, shape, or form picking up the pieces and figuring out how to rebuild ourselves and our lives. And if you really want to reinvent, if you really want to rebuild yourself, this video is for you. Your best is enough and you can be more. It's insane to me when I work with the little kids. I am a former school counselor, a former school counseling coordinator for an entire school district. I've been to multiple school districts. And when I'm talking to the kindergartners, I ask them, everyone here who thinks that you're better than someone else here, raise your hand. Most of the kids raise their hands. Anyone here that thinks they are less than other kids here, raise their hand. They all do. When I'm talking about your best is enough, I'm not talking about better than. We learn that we're less than and better than at such a young age. And we don't even have words for it. That's not what I'm talking about. I think we are equal. We are absolutely all very important and special, and be more than you thought you could be. And then watch how you sleep at night. Be the best version of you as much as you consciously and possibly can. And that's one way to live a fulfilled life. And why not get as fulfilled and be as impactful in a loving, powerful way as you can? It's Rebeccah Silence, creator of Healing is Possible. Your best is enough, and then go be more of who you ever thought you could be. And let me know how it goes.